Hello in Malta, we're going to discuss a oil painting by L. M. Galea, Luigi Maria Galea. If you're in England and you're checking into these pictures, you've got to watch out for the Joseph Galea family who did the watercolours. You'll find a great quantity in England of watercolours by Joseph Galea and family, Carmelo, Edwin, there's others, I can't remember them all. And the market price in England for one of those is between 20 and 100 pounds, and it's the same sort of price in Malta, though there are signs of them going up. The more interesting ones, the oils, the rarer scenes, but beware of Joseph Galea. This is not Joseph Galea, this is L. M. Galea, Luigi Maria Galea. It's a different thing altogether. So he will sometimes sign with the L, not the M. It's unusual, but I have seen them. This has got the L and the M and the Galea, and it's signed on the left. Sometimes he signs on the right. Sometimes he uses a coloured paint to sign, sometimes red he will use. This is a black signature. And this artist does big ones, and he does small ones. Most of them feature the sea, most of them feature Valletta, whether it's from the Grand Harbour side or the other side, Martian Chateau side. This is a fishing boat coming into the harbour on the Grand Harbour side. You have Elmo and you have the breakwater, and I think he's exaggerated the lighthouses to make it look better, which is not uncommon with artists in general. The picture has a lot of pink in the paint, more pink than usual. And when it comes to Malta, you will find pink is used heavily. For example, you've got the paintings by Girolamo Gianni and the other Giannis, which often feature Naples, often feature Malta, and they use a great deal of pink, which is a desirable colour. And it's not a new thing to see pink, but I think it's really good to see pink. It doesn't make it look like a Nile picture or a pyramid picture or a camel picture. They tend to use more yellows, but it's that sort of thing. It's showing exotic, sultry colours which sell well to visitors as well. And these were often sold to visitors to Malta, not just locals. This came from England earlier in the year, this picture, and I had it reframed in Malta. And we decided to use a pink mount to accentuate and reinforce this pink that I'm talking about. And we had on this occasion, we had a new antique style frame used. We didn't recycle on this one, new glass, and we decided to use a case style frame. So the buyer gets to see the back of it. It's on artist board, shop bought artist board, and they get to see the full extent. So there's no part of it is obscured, and the painting is recessed, and there is a gap between the glass and the painting. So when this is hung on the wall will show through in some way. So as I say, that's partially decorative, partially to show the buyer what they're getting. And if you have one in your house, it's a shame really that if it's framed conventionally, you can't show people, explain to people how these things are put together. We've got 5 or 6 at the moment from this artist, and he uses this artist board. One of the ones we've got is stamped with a merchant name in Valletta, an address, and some of them we have a fake oak feathering on the back, meaning the back of the artist board is painted to make it look like a piece of oak. They're not oak, they're cardboard, stiff cardboard. And it's nice, it's very nice to see one with a label. This one here has no label. We have saved images of the these labels, I probably will make reproductions and stick them on the frame. I won't tell people they're real. I won't lie. I'll just say that they're copies because they're interesting. On one of the labels, it does say that he offers painting classes. So obviously an interesting fellow. The prices of these are far distant from the Joseph Galea pictures I was talking about earlier on. And it's not a watercolour, it's an oil on board, so it won't suffer from fading, for example, but they are so much more money. They are really expensive, I'm afraid, and they are expensive in Malta and they're expensive in London, and the prices are pretty much matching whether you buy them in Malta or buy them in London. And if the auctioneer in England can read it, then the search engines will locate it for you, and you'll be going up against 20 buyers in England who always want to buy them, and perhaps the same amount of buyers in Malta. And the prices are really stable on these Galeas, and they're rising in a sensible manner. This is not fashion driven. The prices on these is not fashion driven, like, for example, some of the more recent artists in Malta, which are fashionable. This is a very stable sort of academic type of investment. The returns are steady and reliable. Aesthetically, it's a lovely thing. You've got the sails out, you've got the characters in the boat, the lovely Maltese boat, a nicely done sky, and I think that because this has been framed in this clean manner, I think it's suitable for a lot of places in Malta. It can go into an office, it can go into a house, and it will look rather nice. Thank you for looking.